who was talking to you all, and due to a extremely high insight roll from Callus, you guys kind of got the heebie-jeebies from this lady. Um, and as she was talking about the weakness of the leadership of the giants. And as things started to kind of take a turn for the worse, you realize this is clearly imposter, and Harshnag is on her side. Um, she transforms into a ancient blue dragon before your very eyes, and combat ensues. A really brutal opening with lightning breath that, frankly, I didn't realize could drop you guys like that so easily. But anywho's, you guys held out long enough to snap Harshnag out of it, so that he could then destroy the Eye of the Allfather, the statue of Anam, and in doing so, drop large sections of the roof down, came crashing down. Crowan threw up his, uh, oh gosh, can't remember the name of that spell, but it's like the little force field thing, sphere of impenetrability, or globe of invulnerability. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Deflecting the stones long enough for you guys to all get together and for Flint to blow the conch, teleporting you all to the maelstrom, which I will summon you guys to
Oh
now.
shit! Right, I need to launch that, don't
Oh yes, 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 yes.
I?
Please
I need,
do.
yeah, I need to launch Tailspire
Gosh, I
in
haven't
here.
been in this map in forever. I gotta make sure I start you guys off in the right place.
You guys excited for the coming soon of the mods or the beta of the mods?
Oh, they're adding modules now?
Yes.
Soon. I don't know how soon, but soon.
Yeah, they've
Definitely.
been diligently writing the APIs for it.
Oh.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get something in the near future.
There's a mod base you can download that interacts perfectly with Tailspire that I have like 87 mods installed when I play my like my sessions, like where I DM, and fucking it's a crazy amount of new creatures and the size scale and all sorts of different things. It's like an outside source, and it's super trustworthy, and like if you look it up, it's so many people are using it.
Goddamn.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. That's really cool. Area 2. Gosh, the maelstrom is so big. I'm still trying to get my way around this map.
Huh, that's what she said.
Nice. Okay, so you hear the musical long note of this conch blowing, and everything disappears around you right as these stones are starting to drop, and Crowan drops the globe of invulnerability, and you guys find yourselves with clogged ears and pressured sinuses as this shift in location is really affecting you. Guys are kind of like, it's almost as if you guys got hit by a flashbang. There's this bright flash and this pressure hitting you, and then after a while you acclimate a little bit, and you find yourselves in this room, this glowing sigil on the ground that is slowly starting to lose some of its brightness, and it's just got this gentle glow to it. You can see some tiny crabs skittering around, very intentionally avoiding the glyphs on the ground, and you hear upon your arrival uh, this interesting sound. In fact, actually, can everybody give me a perception check?
Oh, I should probably pull D&D Beyond up.
At least I wasn't the only one who forgot to open something.
Take
You
a
said
week
Mm-hmm.
off
perception?
and forget how to do this.
You said perception?
Yes,
Yeah,
perception check, please.
yeah, perception.
Everyone do that, or is it just
Oh, come on. Why can't we have the water up?
It makes it really hard to see. Yeah, everybody give me a perception check, please.
On the rare
8 plus
occasions.
5, that's going to be 13.
13,
12 for me.
12.
Can
You
can my
said
can
perception?
my can my sea owl give me help?
I got
Your
9.
sea owl.
I mean, it's under the sea now.
I mean, you guys aren't submerged in water, so yes, you certainly could. Because you are
That's a
breathing air.
23.
Ooh. Combo, you make this out quite clearly. You hear what sounds like a church organ and a strong feminine voice singing a song. This kind of like somber song, and you hear it in the stairwell above you. And then sorry guys, I had my map backwards. So let me get you guys to the right spot here, and I'll drop in your tokens. But yes, that is what you hear.
I hear somebody singing a weird song. Y'all don't hear
Hmm.
that?
No, my ears are clogged.
What?
Hmm. What does it make out to be? You make out the words, Kamba.
Some kind of siren's call. I don't know. Does Combo recognize the language or anything like that?
You've heard giant enough to recognize that it's giant, but you're not quite sure what's being said because you don't speak giant, correct?
Combo
Uh,
does his best performance to copy it back to what you call him, to Flint.
Okay.
I mean, does he? Do I hear it after he points it out?
I mean, you probably would, but
Combo goes.
Combo's
It sounds like.
some Star Trek right there.
Hmm.
Love it.
You know, Flint, does that mean anything? Flint,
Hmm?
does that sound familiar with your knowledge of goblin tongue? Of giant tongue? Goblins, giants, they're the same thing, right?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh,
Can you say it again?
nope. That's a one-time thing there, Flint.
All right, then do I hear it?
Yeah. After a while, you can hear it. I would say your perception check was insufficient to make out the words, but
Is that all
you
right if
can
I roll it again
can
since
hear.
I'm now more paying attention to it?
Sure.
Can, are we on the map?
You are now. If you go ahead and click on your token.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I'm,
So now you can
I'm
make it
the
out.
token.
Does it sound like exactly what Combo was saying?
It does. It does sound a lot like that, actually. Yeah. Um, and furthermore, it is just a song. She's just singing kind of a song about like giant history and prowess. This like ballad that you would associate with kind of like a typical performance of like a giant bard.
It's just a it's just a song about their history is all.
Hmm. Well, it seems we're at where we need to be. Ancient songs and what seems to be ancient tongues and all. I understand that we are in a delicate position, especially right now, but perhaps we should secure the room, or a room, something, so we can rest up wherever we are in this maelstrom. I don't know about you, but I'd rather not go to these giants ill prepared and bloodied. What say you, comrades?
Mm. Oh,
Sorry, I just saw where the room we're in. Just trying to get there. You bastards.
Is there supposed to be just a giant hole right here?
Yeah. And so I guess I could probably do a better job of describing this area. That is like in if any of you have seen Deep Blue Sea, but like in a submersible station,
What
Hmm.
the
they have the
fuck?
wet dock or whatever that's the well dock or whatever it is where you can like come inside, but the water there's enough pressure where you are
A
to keep
moon
the water
pool.
from coming in. Yeah, thank you. So that's what that is there, and it looks like it's going down into a cave below you. The walls are covered in this beautiful coral. Actually, it is quite lovely to look at, and you think that some of it might actually have some value. Not necessarily this stuff, but if you find any finer coral, it might be well worth a proper investigation.
Kamba inspects the water right here and he says, this is of the deepest and the bluest of the water. And then he scratches at his hat and he says, my hat is kind of like a shark's fin. And then he looks around at all of you.
Go for a
Is that a
swim.
pun?
Nobody gets that reference. He's talking about Deep Blue Sea.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh yeah. I
What's
get it.
what's Deep Blue
Kind of
Sea?
I don't get the reference. I've seen it like a million times, but I can't think of that.
I don't get the
particular
reference.
scene.
I've seen
is in Deep Blue Sea, right? Have you ever actually listened to the theme song to that movie that's playing in the background? It's fucking LL Cool J going deepest, bluest. My hat is like a shark's fin.
No,
It is
I have not paid attention to it then.
coming in with the vaguest of
I watched that
references.
so much in the car, bro.
Please go and find that song. It is LL Cool J describing the plot of the movie down to like electricity's out, the hallways flooded, trapped behind a door. Like it's unbelievable, dude. I couldn't believe it the first time I heard it. I had to go and find it on YouTube and watch it.
That's what we call dedication.
Yeah. So
Bringing up the.
fuck you guys for not getting that reference.
Fuck
LL
us.
Cool J all day.
That was good. You know, Kama, give yourself some inspiration on that, especially because you could rap it to us.
I think that's just because we've listened to it so many times.
All right. So, yes, you see that. You also see the occasional crystal window. As you kind of look about, you can see that some of these rooms have oval windows made of thick, transparent crystal. Seems like they were designed to withstand the tremendous amount of pressure and force that is being pushed on it from the outside. Everything here is giant sized as well. So, and I think, yeah, we've got your minis at the right size. So everything stands extremely tall before you. So you hear that noise kind of where this stairwell is. It's up these stairs. And you're not quite sure, but there's a few other paths that break off.
Interesting. I suppose we'll take a stealthy approach, maybe. Maybe find some refuge of some kind. The stairs are right there, but if anything comes down or up, I don't think we might be equipped to handle it. Given our stature, we might just be seen as intruders and struck down.
Well, your god did say we would be received well.
Oh, you are correct. But well received well by whom?
I don't like all that kind of specific wording, trickery, god nonsense.
You'll get used to it
You'll-
eventually.
You'll be received well by the room, but the people there will murder you.
Suppose the first person we'll see then, with that invocation from my deity Ether, I'll try to talk to whoever, and if they're willing, they'll treat us kindly. But first, let's find somebody or something of interest. Maybe something to give us leverage. I suppose I'll peer down this hallway, kind of following DeMarcus and Kamba, and kind of look at the statues and the doorways to see if I notice any, I guess, traps or,
As Combo moves down the hallway, he does his best to check out for anything untowards. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Using his massive perception skills. And then I was saying the whole time, not realizing that that I was muted, we should be using the owl to scout as much as we can. So we can send it upstairs, we can send it down the other hallway, but let's do whatever we can to scout
Well,
ahead of time.
I do feel as though if they see an owl flying around their underwater sanctum, they might assume that some above water people have come here.
So what
Unless
do you
it's a, unless it's a,
suggest?
I could turn it into a fish.
What is the natural flora and fauna of an underground storm giant, cloud giant
Hmm.
fortress that's at the bottom of the ocean?
Well, you've seen a bunch of tiny little crabs walking around.
Also, wouldn't it be fauna, not flora?
Well,
What
maybe
did
he
I say?
wants to know the vegetation,
Did I
kid.
not say flora and fauna?
I only heard flora.
Oh, so if we can take the time to do that, let's do it. We'll have Demarcus. Demarcus, can you transform your creature into a crustacean of some kind? Maybe a spider crab,
Let me
just for flavor.
see. Do I have?
Oh yes,
I
the monster of the underworld sea.
Oh yeah, I can. I have a fucking first level spell. Uh, yeah, I'll do that. I transform my owl. I can only change it once per day, so I'll
Ooh,
transform my owl into what can I turn it into?
You can turn it into a crab. I think it's like a CR0 creature.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just turn it into a fancy little blue crab, little king crab.
Will you settle for a reddish one? That's incredibly
Unacceptable. I'll go make a hero forge token for me.
rare.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So,
while we like search the area or look around at everything else, I'll have him going off scouting and kind of like, you know, looking through his eyes back and forth to see what he sees.
okay, Combat, go ahead and give me a perception check, and Callus, based off what you said, give me an investigation check.
oh, fair enough. Uh, Give me 1 second. Unfortunately, my Chrome uninstalled my Beyond Tailspire, but I
Yeah,
will
mine
roll
did
this
too,
one.
and I'm getting a prompt for it every single time.
Ah,
Well, that's annoying.
and +3, so 15.
Hey, nat 20 on my perception.
Okay, the 15, you don't notice any traps. Doors don't seem to be barred or anything. But maybe as you reach for one, Combo, you can hear the telltale sounds of booted feet making their way down the stairs that you guys were just at.
I'm still standing over here, by the way.
Interesting. Well, the door seems safe for now. Oh, comma? What's wrong?
I hear somebody come down the stairs. Y'all don't hear that?
Cal's just knocked some more water over his ear. Apparently not.
Demarcus, kind of in a panic and still fucking beaten up, goes to open this door quietly, try to find a place to for us to hide if necessary.
Okay. So
The
as you start to do that,
this
a
one.
storm giant comes down the stairwell, and he looks about. You can still hear the music. All of you guys can kind of hear the music. Some of you a little more clearly than others. But this storm giant comes down. He sees all of you, and he watches he unsheathes this great sword, places it in front of him, and as he's about to speak, Crowan steps forward and says, in giant, so anybody that can speak giant would understand. But he says, "Hail! We are here to meet with your leader. We understand that things have been amiss down here in the Maelstrom, and we have just very recently done battle with one of your great and ancient enemies." And he kind of points to himself, to Dally, who has reverted back to her humanoid form, and to all of you, and says, "We have dire tidings and great need." And the storm giant kind of leans down and glares at Crowan for a bit. Do any of you want to add anything there?
Something's amiss in the abyss.
I will because giant and all. We believe that you're. What was the name of this? Something. This area. Fuck.
Maelstrom?
Maelstrom. Thank you. I don't know why I was coming to blank. We believe that there's a danger coming to the Maelstrom. We just wish wish to help.
This would be a perfect time for Combo to just cast Now There's Mischief. Just fuck everything all up.
No, just a perfect time for him to
Lightning
now
bolt.
understand giant. Why you've been speaking all along?
Just holding out on you guys. Um, you can see there is some hostility in this storm giant, but he also kind of has the bearing of like a soldier and a man that follows orders. Um, and he says in common for all of you to understand, there has already been trouble to the maelstrom. We cannot afford more. You will all accompany me. The princesses will have a word with you.
Princesses? Was that
Mm,
plural, or did I just mishear you?
No, that was plural.
Okay.
I suppose, cautiously, as we're walking, I would kind of look up to the creature. I'm trying to, I suppose, convey a sense of need. I will look at him and I'll say, "Fair giant of the storm giants, my allies and I are severely wounded. As my dear friend Cronin has said, we were beset upon by a great enemy of yours, winged and foul. If allowed, I would like to be able to cast a spell to heal and mend our wounds for the duration of our travel, if possible."
If this is a persuasion check, I want to help him by, as he's saying this, I cough up a little bit of blood from my crushed ribs from the rocks squishing me.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Sweet.
Surely, just scorched outfits that some of us are wearing is good enough.
24.
Awesome. He says, I mean, he looks at you. He can definitely see it, but he's moved by your words, and he says, "Very well. Do so quickly, and we will speak with them."
I will cast a prayer of healing at fourth level slot.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm pretty good. I don't know what happened to you guys in there.
You just see Callus's eyes widen. It was no man. They came out the fucking trees, man. You know.
It's like the wind. It's like the wind coming.
And after 10 minutes, everybody within 30 feet gets 30 points of healing.
Jesus.
I'm maxed.
Yeah, I was at 87.
Wait.
Fireball.
Also get healing.
I suppose so.
Sorry, you. I figured I'd top you off. You looked a little hurt.
Exactly.
I think it's going to be in canon that if it comes down to that we're camping on a night and Combat hasn't used Now There's Mischief, we all just get together in a huddle and then cast it and see what happens. It's like our version of getting high. We all just get fucked up off Now There's Mischief.
I can see it.
Happens.
Okay, so you guys recover your hit points. He is quite impressed by your magical healing as he watches all of your
Disregard that.
comrades kind of uh, stand up straighter. The blood starts to stop, and then the wounds heal and close. And he says, "Very well, you will all follow now." And he begins heading up the stairs.
Callus just like lets out a breath, and he just sees the steps are like as big as he is, so he's just like, oh fuck, oh god.
They are very big.
I got my broom. Yeah.
He's gonna stand back.
I
and
pull the
take
broom
a
out from
swing.
under you. You walk like the rest of us.
You fucking wish. No,
Yeah,
but he probably.
Combat makes it up the stairs, no problem. But it's not without effort.
I do go last though.
Okay.
Like you guys have probably noticed that Flint is not all the way there.
So,
Oh shit,
Hmm.
combo's gone.
Oh yeah, I mean I can drop you guys up here if that's
Yeah,
easier.
just drop me. I don't. Why am I doing this? It's what a waste of
Oh,
time.
shit.
Why is there no floor here?
Where's
Slide your green slider up.
I am. It brings me to the roof. We're
Slide
sitting
it
in the middle of the
down.
air. Yeah, shut up.
Try the other way. Try left.
Your advice is useless.
My
Right,
advice
up,
is
up, down,
correct.
down, left, right, left, right.
Try
Your
turning it off
advice
and on
is
again.
incorrect, actually.
Was it up or
And I'll
down?
happily send you a video of what's going on my screen right now.
Okay.
Zoom in. Scroll
Shut
wheel
up.
in.
You guys see before you there are two storm giants kind of standing on this elevated stage, and one of them is playing this very large crab as if he is some sort of like uh organ, but it, like a church organ. But have you guys ever seen those videos of like the pipes that are sitting upright and they like hit them with the rubber mallets and it makes a particular sound?
Yeah.
It is just like that. She's sitting there just
They're
drumming out
slapophones,
an
by the way.
awesome drumming
What?
solo slash organ solo.
Yeah, those are called slapophones.
I don't know that I
I
believe
don't believe you, and I don't want that to be true if it is.
What did you call slapophone? What did you say?
Yeah, it's called a slapophone. I'm not fucking with you. That's seriously the name.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm
I
not
don't
the
know
one who
anything
came out
about
with it.
that,
This is a
but all right.
crabophone.
It's actually a crab organ in the book.
Caborgan.
Yep. Um, and the other one, who also has a regal bearing, is singing. And as you guys all crest and make the landing, you see before you not only the two storm giants that are to your right and left, which are the guards, one of them leading you in here, but there is also a frost giant, a fire giant, a cloud giant, and a stone giant.
By any chance, they ones that we recognize?
Hmm.
Do we see conches on their hips or anywhere on their person?
Yeah, I would say that you're close enough to see each of them has a conch. So it seems that there is a representative from each race of giant except for the hill giants.
Do we recognize them? Were they the ones from the fucking meeting there?
Looking at them, no. None of them look familiar to you.
Interesting.
We're gonna represent a stone giant with this guy right here.
Maybe these are the ones that stayed loyal
To the
Possibly.
pact.
to the pact and then came here, I guess. I don't know.
Let's.
And
Oh,
as
as
you
you're saying.
guys make it to the top of the stairwell, the music stops, and these two individuals glare just absolute daggers at you guys. You see one, the one on the left in the white dress, turns to face you, and she says, "What business do the small folk have in our kingdom?" And the sister, they almost look like twins, standing next to her says, "Yes, what business indeed." Guards sees them, and both the guards look down at you, and the one that brought you up here looks up and he says, "Your Grace, they've come seeking to speak with Princess Sarissa. They bring tidings of the mainland and the horrors that are going there. They have just fought a dragon. Is it not prudent that we allow them to see our queen?" And both the sisters kind of hiss at that last part, our queen. And the one in the white dress speaks up. She says, "She is not our queen. Our queen is dead, and it was from their kind, possibly even them." And she points at both of you. And all of these other participants have turned to watch the fire giant, the frost giant, the stone giant, the cloud giant.
feeling ballsy. If possible, I would like to make an attempt to kind of stand at least, I forgot what the button was, right here in the center of the room.
Okay.
Uh, if the guards restrain me, I'll let it happen. But I will try to speak as loudly in this room. It's
It is
quite a bit afraid.
massive. Yeah.
Oof. Quite a bit afraid of the organ crab, but I'll fight through that. And within the confines of this massive room, Cows will look around and say, "We have done you a disservice, taken someone precious to you, though it was not us, possibly some other adventurers or groups, murderers or heroes to us, all the same. Regardless of their title and of their status, they have taken someone precious to you. And that is fair. What is not fair is to allow that crime to blind you to true justice and honesty. We are not the ones who have spilt the blood. As the same way, we are the small folk for all, for all the violence and death and dismay that is currently occurring in our realm. We do not tribute to you or anyone here amongst this accord. If a finger must be blamed, then let it be on those who committed the crime, not on us, as we would not do the same to you. That's all I have. Trying to ease tension for the most part in the room
Okay.
and kind of lower the glares of the rest of the giants, possibly.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Discords? Oh.
I'd like to. I'd like to help.
Bet you would. How do you help?
I speak, and based on what he says, I say, as my friend here says, the same way we will not blame. And I look to the fire giant. The same way we will not blame all fire giants for the attempted assaults on our lands from Zalto, or the same way we will not blame all hill giants for the hill giants that we have seen terrorizing the lands near where we rest our heads. We ask that you would not blame us for the deeds of our people.
The cloud giant you see is I don't know how you would describe it. Not impressed. I guess is
Blase.
what I would say. He's looking down on you, and those of you that know your giant kind of stack ranking, cloud giants are some of the most intelligent and the ones that have the most like philosophical debates and such. And he looks down at all of you, and he says, "Well, be that as it may, the small folk are on their continent, and you are before us. I second the princesses. You should be taken. There is no value to you being here, and if anything, you can tell us more of what has happened to our king and who has slain our queen."
Do I? Right, I would say.
The
with
frost
that.
giant takes a few steps forward, and he says, "Now, I think you all should let me at him. See if they've really got what it takes to be of an aid to the giants." And he takes a great axe and he swings it around each of you, like pointing it at each of you, and he says, "Which of you can draw my blood and prove that you are worthy?"
I immediately look at Kamba.
I immediately look at Flint.
Flint is not even paying attention. He's still rabid.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just check one thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the point in all that there, friendo. Ain't no reason we need to be drawing swords
I
against one another. It seems like if we were to be drawing swords, would we not then be drawing them at the ones that kidnapped y'all's king.
I would not trust your sword at my back, not knowing its true potential. Come, crustacean, fight! And he taps his axe down, brings it up, and
Can I,
starts charging towards you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
God damn
And
it.
it doesn't look like he or anybody else is threatening the rest of you. It's just Kamba.
Any chance I can, as he walks past me, try to slip him the growth potion that I have?
You can try to make a sleight
19.
of hand check.
No, a combo doesn't want your growth potion.
Okay, Kamba,
No, let's save that for something a little better.
you are the first one to spring into action. You see him kind of like charge towards you, but you're quicker on your feet.
Combo rushes in with his battle axe drawn. Uh, and he just, this asshole not listening to any sort of reason and just kind of being a dick has put him into a blind rage. The last rage that he could activate this day, actually. And he swangs that sword like it was his jorb, because he does it, and it is technically his job. I guess this is his role. 26
Ooh,
hit.
a 26 does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Well, let's just see if I hit with the other one, too.
A
25 hit.
also hits. God, you have a plus 11 to hit. That is bonkers.
Gross.
That's why I'm using the battle axe, honestly. Ugh. Woo.
Great hit chance,
Um,
terrible damage.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 damage is a joke.
I'm going to. Well, didn't this guy just want me to draw his blood?
I don't know. It's your turn. You do what you do.
Isn't that what he said? That's what he
It
said.
is what he
Yeah,
said.
but like, how far is he gonna want that to go? I think he's gonna want you to best him in
Whatever, fine.
battle.
That's
Is
fine.
he-
I make it a goading strike just for the shits.
Okay, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. His wisdom is a plus 0, so 13.
No, it doesn't. He has a disadvantage on any attacks other than me next turn.
Okay,
And
go
an
ahead.
additional 3 damage to that.
Yep, additional D8 of damage. Was that the 3 that you
Yes.
did? Okay, perfect. Okay, and then your second one hit as well, if you wanted
Yep.
to roll for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll damage right now. 11 damage. Plus the extra, that's an extra 4 damage because I'm raging.
Right,
The sum
right.
total of everything. Sorry,
Awesome.
I would have forgotten about that.
26 points of damage in one go. That's pretty good.
Then, I mean, fuck it, right, guys? Like, action surge. Am I right?
Did you
Might
not
as
use
well.
that yet?
You gotta go out.
I didn't use it on the dragon at all.
Then
I haven't used
absolutely.
anything
Then
on the dragon,
then
dude.
absolutely.
Yeah, so action surge and just attack this fucker again. 16 actually doesn't hit.
16 actually does. He does not
Oh.
have great armor.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Then I rolleth another die. 13 damage. And then my second attack. Does a 23 hit?
Yep, that hits. Holy shit, combo popping off.
And then that's an 8. I cannot use another thing, right?
You
don't
can't
think
use
so.
a goading strike in particular, because you can't double up on the same type of attack that you've made. But if you have another one that adds damage or does something, you can certainly do one of those.
I don't.
Okay. No worries. Can you give me the grand total of that damage?
No idea. That's on you, dude. I pay you fucking money. You gotta pay attention to this shit.
Sorry, Flint said that he has a stone giant for me to swap in here, and I can't
Let's
find
see.
it.
8 plus 3 plus 11
And 13.
plus 13 and then plus another 8.
Oh yeah, you did enough. You got him below 100. Yeah. So combo, you come flying at him, and you just one X stroke after the other. You take down one of his legs with two of your swipes, and then you strike his forearm, and his axe drops, and then you bring your axe around, and you just slam it right down into his head. But as you're doing that, he like drives his head forward and catches your axe, and doesn't you don't get the killing blow. But then he kind of pushes you away from himself, and he steps back, and he says, "All right, I'm with this one." And he points down at you, Kamba, and he picks up his axe and he lays it down at your feet.
I look
And he
at
says,
Callus and tell him to he should do your healing thing. Add some more good faith to all of this.
Very nice play.
Arba picks up the guy's axe and starts dragging it back towards Flint.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed formidable, powerful. But for all of our strength, we are merciful. The same as you, as I will cast level 3 Cure Wounds on the giant.
Oh, okay. See how much you heal him for.
It's 3d8 plus 5. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as his grievous leg wounds close quite a bit, his arm. And he kind of looks down at himself, just fascinated. And he starts laughing uproariously. He's just so impressed by this little group of small folk. And he says, "Come now, my friends. This is what we've been waiting for." And he's going to look at the princesses, and he's going to say, "Come now, ladies, let them speak to our queen." And again, they do that hissing sound. They clearly dislike the fact that their sister is sitting on the throne. Um, and one of them speaks, and she says, "Helen Hild, you overstep yourself once again, Jarl." But the stone giant also is kind of pressed. So are the storm giants next to you. Um, and you can see these sisters kind of become crestfallen, like, "Oh God, we gotta fucking do this." And they say, "All right, fine. They can speak with Princess Sarissa." And you guys are granted an audience. Crowan looks at you, Kamba, and he's like, "Damn, Kamba, I'm gonna need to get your MVP of the Year card made too. Special signature on that one."
I don't know, Matkowski there, Crowan, he says with a wink as he shoves this frost giant's axe into the bag of holding that Flint is holding open for him.
Okay.
I put my hand out to give a fist bump to the storm giant that right there that you just moved as we walked by him.
That
Okay.
axe is not gonna fit in there, by the way.
He's just gonna point his index finger at you so you can fist bump his index.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you guys
What did you say,
approach.
Flint? It's not gonna fit?
Yeah, if it's a giant's axe, yeah, no, it's not gonna fit.
Does it fit Stormblast?
Yeah, I'm fine with it fitting. Okay.
Then I guess it fits then.
Describe this axe to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's odd. Normally, you would expect an axe to be made out of wood for the haft of it. It is actually entirely made out of dragon bone. It is this long rib cage. It must have been an adult, if not an ancient dragon, that this axe haft was formed from. The axe head is made out of onyx. Not onyx, sorry. What's that other one? Obsidian. But it's this obsidian that's got like this metal inlay to kind of keep it from shattering and being as fragile as obsidian typically is. It is a beautiful axe. And you see the Jarl, he's not asking for it back.
Yeah, he wasn't getting it back.
Feels
he
like a
knows.
Skyrim mission.
Kamba licks it. What does it taste like?
Which part do you lick?
I'm so concerned that you
dragon
have
bone.
to specify that.
You want to lick the dragon bone? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
This axe become the mystery of the axe is now more important to Kamba than anything going on in this maelstrom bullshit place. Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to turn this into something. 12.
12. You gag a little bit, just out of reaction. It is a foul, like rotting mushroom taste to it.
I look up at Flint, who's holding the bag open, and I say, Flint, this tastes pretty bad. You should try it.
No.
You see before you, as you guys are being escorted towards these doors, these two hill giants, who the book describes as exceedingly stupid. See
No,
you,
no shot. Seriously.
yeah, they do, yeah. And they see the storm giants behind you, and as they were kind of like raising their mauls to maybe strike you, they see the storm giant guards approaching, and they settle down, and one of the storm giants says, "Tug, Cog, open the doors." And these two hill giants open the doors, or yeah, hill giants open the doors for you, and you can see into this room, and you guys are welcome to enter.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, look. It's that character I made again.
I know, and it's actually I should probably swap that out. I grabbed one for Imrith, not thinking that you guys are gonna get here this quick, or that you're gonna go to Imrith for that matter. We'll find a new Princess Sarissa.
I can find one real quick if you want.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. We'll just throw in somebody. You know what? Just for funsies.
Storm, giant.
That's where you went.
You were the princess all along.
It all makes sense.
That's why you started us on this quest. Joined this band together. You foresaw that. You must be a seer as well.
Okay, so yes, you see before you is this. Let's describe these things one at a time. So there is this pit that drops before you, that same moon well that you guys saw earlier. There are the stone steps around you, which have actually more giants than this. I'll bring them in here in a second. And then flanking the here, let me get rid of this one. Flanking the princess, which is this rather small storm giant, which is still absolutely huge. Princess standing in front of this amazing looking throne. It has the heads of four ancient blue dragons making up the feet of this. And it is made entirely of dragon bone. And you can see it crackling with lightning energy as she kind of stands up from it. The chair itself seems to be actually, anybody that. Everybody go and roll a history check. Why don't we do it that way?
All right. Watch me get another nat 20.
Can I substitute that for Arcana for some reason?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Sweet.
18.
20, nat 20.
Kamba.
Gross.
this.
It's rolling so bad today.
Kamba, this is the Wyrm Skull Throne. Built by dwarven gods and entrusted to the rulers of Shanatar, an ancient dwarven empire, the Worm Skull Throne was a symbol of dwarven power and pride for ages untold. The throne hovers a foot off the ground and is a massive thing made of polished obsidian and dragon bone, with oversized feet, the impaled skulls of four ancient blue dragons. Giant runes glisten in the carved obsidian, winking to life with blue energy when the throne's powers become more active. After the fall of Shanatar, the Wyrmskull throne fell into the clutches of less honorable creatures. A band of adventurers wrested the throne from the aquatic elf tyrant Gantar Krok. And from there, you don't know what happened to it, but it seems to have made its way to the Storm Giants eventually. You also know, with a natural 20, that only a creature attuned to a ruling scepter and in possession of it can harness the power of the Wyrmskull throne, which has become the centerpiece of this kingdom here.
What exactly is the power of the throne?
You don't know specifically what it can do, even with a natural 20. You know that it is a artifact level magical item.
Okay.
Yet they seem to have so much trouble in wrangling in their own kind. It must be a great power, then, one to be used in desperation.
I think it just doesn't work. I
Oh,
whisper as
I'm so
quietly
glad
as I can.
I'm so glad they join us.
Does Combo notice a ruling staff or whatever you called it on her person?
You do. You see that she is wearing a pendant of some kind with a very similar um, design as the throne itself.
Yeah, I'd harbor a guess that throne probably works.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, I suppose we'll approach this with caution, but also
I'd
gutso.
say there's probably a range on that thing, man. Probably some kind of charming magic. I don't know. That's what I would guess.
Hmm. Fair ladies and gentle giants, we have come before you now, and hopefully for the rest of our tenure here, as allies, constituents, consortiums. That's not a word, but it is now. We of the reckless 4 plus 2 equals 6.
We call him reckless, please. At this
Uh,
point, we keep losing numbers.
we of the reckless, we of our hunting party, or I should say now, our adventuring group have come here to quell the giant's tenure, or for me, no, the giant's trouble, as well as hopefully gain allies in stopping the rumbling going on in
The
our
rumbling.
fair homes. I mean, it might as well be. You know those giants.
The fucking rumbling. If you have me fight Awakened Aaron Yeager, I'll fucking quit this campaign.
Hey, if they could do it, then we can do it.
We have
Okay.
come here with solving those two problems. One for you and one for us. One hand to wash the other. My fair queen.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check, please.
Bada boom. Bada zing. Well, I got stuck.
Okay. Does anybody have inspiration they can lend him?
Yeah, you
Uh,
can take my inspiration I got.
Awesome. I cannot find that die. So I will, oh, wait, I found it. Wait a minute. Let me reroll it. Ah, ha, ha.
19.
That one goes out to LL Cool J in Deep Blue Sea.
Okay. Yes, it does. Okay. You you see that the all of these giants are really focused in on what's happening next. Um, as you're giving this speech, I like to imagine that you're kind of pacing and maybe looking around as you're speaking. Can you go ahead and roll me an insight check as well?
All right. I kind of have flashbacks to the encounter with the dragon as I roll this insight check, thinking about how it may have ate my bird. 27.
Okay. Here's the read you get looking at everybody here and trying to gauge the storm giant to her right, that is standing behind her, seems related, seems definitely familial. He wields a trident, this massive trident that looks magical in its own right, and he wears kind of ornate armor. You would guess probably one of the higher ranking military members of the storm giants. And the storm giants that you see in here, with the exception of her two sisters, are all very much loyal. Is the impression that you get. They are watching their queen and their general. with an attention that is only derived from trained soldiers. The two sisters are looking at her like they want to cut her head off. You can just tell there is an absolute deep-seated hatred, not only for her but for each other. The rest of the giants are watching so intently to see how things tip. The storm giants technically still hold the top of the ordning, but with the shattering of the ordning, the death of the queen, and what you know as the abduction of the king because of your questions to the altar of the Allfather, or the oracle of the Allfather, um, they believe that the two strongest storm giants, the king and queen, are dead, right? And so they're trying to see what is their opportunity, what can they do. They're not the overall rulers of their people, but they're certainly opportunists. And as you
Hmm.
say this, Princess Sarissa, looking at you, um, nods at you and she says, "You're very well spoken. Many here," and she kind of glances at her sisters, "would say that the small folk deserve death for entering here. But my mother raised me to be friend of the small folk. We often went to the Red Banks to treat and speak with the villagers there and get things that not even the greatest shipwreck can bring to us." She kind of gestures out through the windows, and you can see there is shipwreck all around in the center of this maelstrom, and you can see this like ever turning current of water. It's like a garbage disposal down here.
Hmm.
You are
No, we.
very,
Oh, as you're saying.
you are very well spoken. I have to say, in all of my years of interacting with your kind, I have never met with one with such bearing and mastery of words. I don't know if that is a good sign or a bad sign, but what you speak is true. My people are in great peril, as are yours, and I am hesitant to marshal my forces forward to curb my cousin's enthusiasm. And she kind of gestures at the other types of giants. For I believe that my father is still alive. And this storm giant is going to step next to her, and he is going to say, "Princess, it is time that you forget those hopes. Ekaton is surely dead. We need you to step in as queen, and I would not recommend trusting these small folk."
Can I roll insight to see if something's up with him?
I'm going to carry over Callus's. Callus, you get the impression that he's very much just looking out for his little niece.
I
Callus,
believe
you
it is the.
also. Sorry, one last thing, and then I'll let you ask here. You
Mhm.
also notice that Sarissa looks several years younger than her two sisters. So it is kind of odd that she has taken the throne, being the youngest.
Hmm. Very strange indeed. I'll say I'll look towards Flint and can I see him examining the situation? I'll say I believe it to be a familial bond. Flint, a individual seems to be protecting, or I should say, the uncle seems to be protecting his niece, as far as I can tell. Though it's good to keep a keen eye out for these things. I suppose at this juncture I'll turn and kind of oh, I won't walk around, but I'll make a quick turn, look at all the faces of the giants, and say, "We do not bring ill-tided omens. I thank you for your appraisal of me, my queen. And your concerns, I believe at this juncture, are no, your hopes in this juncture are not to be found wanting. Yes, because we, the Reckless, I, Callus the Templar, Kamba, the Battle Turtle Supreme, Demarcus, the Stormlord, and Flint Fireborn, the Volcano, have come here to relieve you of such worries or concerns. The
That's
Volcano?
yeah.
I'll come back to that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds so.
The Firebird. Firestone. No,
The fire
I'll come
drake.
back to that one. Fire
The
Drake. I
fire
like that better.
born.
Seems redundant, but yes. But we have come to relieve you of those concerns, as we have been beset upon and allied by many giants, one of whom I believe is of a great, I won't say contradiction, but infamy amongst you, or possibly he is praised here. Nonetheless, with the help of this giant, why am I trying to call him Scragnull? That's not his name.
Harshnag.
Harshnag. There we go. Where'd Scragnull come from? Scragnull.
Oh, that's the Oh God, it'll come back to me. That is a name of a character that you guys have heard of or interacted with. Oh, that's the dragon. That's the red dragon.
Oh,
The old
ah,
snarl is what he's called.
Gnarl.
mm, of Harshnag. Yes, the hero of Grey, the warrior of, I imagine, very fine repute, has aided us in quelling the concerns as your executioner. He was, well, I'll say executioner, as your former executioner, still executioner. My apologies. He aided us in arriving here in the Maelstrom, as well as allowing us to gain information to help both you and your constituents. What that information is, I cannot reveal to you at this moment. Perhaps in private, away from prying ears. I'm going to
Go
try
make
to say that
pers-
as, oh, as you're saying. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say make a persuasion check at advantage.
Understood. And roll again. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Got a lot of nat 20s tonight.
Seriously, man, they loaded the dice in that latest patch. Okay. Even her uncle standing beside her seems impressed and very intrigued. And you see he kind of takes a step back and you can hear him subtly whisper, I will stand by you, my queen. And you kind of cast a glance over at the sisters and they are furious because they can see that their sister is buying it. And one of them speaks up and she says, they cannot be trusted. They could be the very ones that slew our mother and father. And Princess Sarissa looks at her and she says, I'm very aware of the dangers in this throne room, and I do not believe them to be adding to it. You are all
Didn't-
dismissed. I would speak with our visitors alone. Uncle, you can stay. Go ahead, Kama.
Didn't we ask a question of the god that the king wasn't murdered?
Yeah,
He was kidnapped and he's still alive.
you know that he's alive, but even the powers of the Oracle couldn't tell you where he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but we have knowledge and information that says this dude's alive and they think he's been murdered.
Yeah, and I think that's what Callus was alluding to.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it
I
did. But I wanted to
apologize.
do it. Oh no, you're fine. I wanted to do it in private because that's a fair concern. But you know, Kama, you
I
would have
haven't said
noticed that.
anything out loud.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, fair enough. You know, I just don't trust everybody else in this room. As far as like with the dragon that we just fought, Callus's mindset is there's already conspiracies going on here, and like we talked about, you know, at the end of last session, you know, there could be other individuals or parties who are cloaking themselves beyond our natural ability to sense, who would have vested interest in
There could be a
if
lot of
they
players in this game.
exactly, and we don't know who's holding him. So in Callus's mind, if they find out that we know he's still alive, they could just kill him outright. Then if we do find him, it's a wasted effort. So I'm trying to keep that as much as a secret as possible. But so right now, you know, I would say we have information, and that's all I'll say, or I'm trying to say. But beyond that,
10-4, good buddy.
mm-hmm.
All right. All of the other giants shuffle out, and one of the storm giants goes to the door, closes it,
Oh, great. Now I can't see. All right, there we
Turns
go.
back around.
Flint, is there any way for you to detect magic?
I don't know. Comba, did you ever finish that wand?
Thought he did.
What? You
Which
mean the one
one?
for your cousin?
Yeah, yeah, not cousin, brother. But yeah, did you finish it? Because that was the spell.
What?
That's the spell I wanted to put on it. But I needed you to finish making the wand. Did you finish the wand?
Well, you still need to enchant it. So, I mean, the short answer is no. You don't have that ability right now.
I'm gonna say no then. No, I don't have that ability.
Crowan pipes up. He says, leave it to these old bones, fellas. And he claps his hands, and you watch as like this pulse of divination magic emanates out of him. Interesting. Interesting. My man, we're gonna have to talk about that trident a little bit later, but nobody's listening. I can tell you that. And he points at the uncle, and at the trident that he's wielding, but otherwise nothing of magical means that you guys need to be concerned about, according to Crone.
Hmm.
And you guys have also noticed that Dally has been entirely silent this whole time. Maybe a little fearful too, being around so many giants, the sworn enemy of dragons. Um, that she is just remaining entirely silent.
Flint feels
What?
incredibly terrible, by the way.
Terrible?
Yeah,
About what?
about bringing her here.
Oh, she only almost died. Twice. Okay. So everybody leaves. Crone gives you all the all clear.
I will kind of turn to my constituents and as for I guess at this point we kind of huddle together. Hut. Now how should we word this? This is a very important juncture. Master Demarcus, do you have any ideas? Oh,
I think you might be muted, man.
That or he's grabbing another drink.
what timing? I
No.
shall say.
We'll sulk your back.
What about you, Kamba?
I mean, we know from the gods that this. Well, I mean, we don't really know if they were. I'm just trying to think of all the things we know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know for sure that we were going to be greeted with hospitality here. We haven't received much, so I'm assuming that she's going to be the one that's going to be amenable to our ideas and have some idea of where to look for this king dude, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do, right?
Indeed, and perhaps we could even discover some more details about this queen of theirs.
Yeah, right. Have we heard anything about the queen at all?
You haven't. All of that is news to you, but they've claimed that she's dead. And that Sarissa, Princess Sarissa, who has yet to take the crown of the queen, is now ruling over all the storm giants. That's the info you have.
This place
Let's find
is,
out exactly more. Yeah, like you said, more about the queen.
This place
Nah.
is thousands upon thousands. Oh, as you're saying, Flint, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say. We could also show her the evidence from Zoltor's plans and everything, as well as tell her what's coming. I imagine we're having this conversation, all right, in the earpieces.
Yeah, I would say that it's starting to get a little weird with the fact that everybody's exited and you guys haven't spoken to the princess yet. She's kind of standing there waiting.
Forgive our deliberations, Princess. We were hoping to, well, convey this information as cleanly as possible, as your concerns must be met and assuaged as soon as possible.
I understand that you came here under some duress. Please take some time, gather yourselves. I imagine we both have some very important things to say.
Indeed. Most certainly. I thank you for your patience and your kindness. damn, this is still bothering me as a player and Callus. It's just like, I suppose I'll turn to the group, DeMarcus, Comba, and Flint. We don't know how we're going to find them, even if my deity helps us, or possibly even an oracle, but we can certainly try, and yes, the princess will give us more details. But I'm still concerned with how the dragon knew. I mean, was it just here for so many years and months? He just found out and decided to leave and meet us at the structure? You know, it's still so confusing.
Was
Nonetheless.
it a he? I thought it was a she.
Oh, did I say he? I meant she, my bad.
Yeah, the ancient blue dragon was female.
Okay.
Hmm,
We ain't know how that dragon knew where to be.
most certainly.
Can I roll a history check or if Arcana? I want to see if I know if dragons are known to spy on people through
Didn't
magical means.
didn't we see that blue dragon over near Iron Slag?
Hmm.
Yes, you did, and you also know with certainty that dragons keep an eye on everything. I mean, you guys got a
And
airship
didn't
from a cult
and
of a
didn't
dragon.
yeah, so what about them cultists there? We sure they're working for the Red Dragon?
No,
I didn't consider that.
we can't.
No,
be
we
They're the
could've
sure.
only
just-
ones. They're the only ones that connect the Oracle, right, and Iron Slag, and our location between the two. Am I wrong in thinking that?
No, no. It's a fair assumption.
Think them
No.
cultists are working for the Blue Dragon?
No, I personally don't.
Okay then.
Dragons usually have a. I want to say they're not competitive with each other, but they're very aware of each other. Would be an appropriate term.
They're very territorial, and they certainly don't like other dragons getting in their business.
That's
Hmm.
and they mostly seek out power, especially the chromatic ones. So there's that. But to bring this conversation back to what we should tell her, I think what we should start off with is Harshnag's demise, then tell her about the dragon, and then possibly even what Zoltor and her father about her father.
I will remain stalwart and stub in my belief, Master Flint. I believe Harshnag to survive.
I don't know.
But yes, you are correct. Would you like to do the proceedings? Or perhaps.
If you want, I can.
Hmm. Let's do it together then. You start off with Harshnag, and of course the another second piece of relevant information. If anything happens or concerns, I'll aid you, and come in for a second part. Just so we're not. Just so to show teamwork, so to speak. There we go. Unity, that's the word. There we go.
Your Highness, we are ready to talk now. We have collected our thoughts and the way we want to present ourselves.
Very well. I am all ears.
First and foremost, it was not easy for us to get here. We had to go to great lengths, and some sacrifices might have been made. As you know, Harshnag, the executioner, a noble being, and the executioner for your father. He helped us, as we have told you. He also saved us, allowing us to get here. As our parents might suggest, we were in battle before we came. Our location was at the Eye of the Allfather. We went there whenever Harshnag told us that there was some that we would like to meet. He would like us to meet an ally. When we arrived, there was a storm giant, but it turned out it wasn't, and it bewitched Harshnag. The being was an ancient blue dragon. We don't really know what their play is in this matter, but they were saying that you weren't their actual queen, that they wanted to take control of the queen of the throne and rule over the giants. I assume in disguise as a power play, maybe something even more grandstanding than what we actually know. If it would be possible, I would ask that Harshnag be immortalized, if possible.
These are grave tidings. Arshnag served my father for many years, faithfully. He helped keep order and protection of the small folk. He would, of course, be immortalized. But you
Eh,
say this ancient blue dragon had some control over him.
It seemed to be of a magical originating power.
I am very sorry to hear of Harshnag. But you have been to the Eye of the Allfather. You've spoken with the Oracle. What
That
have you learned?
we learned of a few things. First and foremost, your father is still alive. Where, we don't know. We couldn't get that as an answer. Second, there seems to be great danger coming from the fire giant Zoltor. Uh, he seems to be making the. I'm sure your people know the weapon, the Vonendad, or at least rebuilding it. I have pa-
We've heard of it, yes.
I have papers showing that his plans are to attack certain locations and certain dragons. If you would want, I can show them to you now.
Um, yes, although those would be better suited to be shown to my uncle.
Right,
And he'll step forward and she'll say, "This is Imperator." Oh God, I already forgot his name. How did I do that? I
yeah,
want to say
what the fuck?
Uthor, but that's World of Warcraft.
Fuck it, why not? Uthor.
Yeah. This is Imperator Uthor. Oh, it is Uthor. Okay, cool. Uh, this is Imperator Uthor, my uncle. He's the general of our armies and supreme commander of all of the fighting force of the giants. And Uthor will pull you to the side and begin reviewing these plans with you.
Alright.
And
Yeah, that's a good place where Cowmaster can come in.
yep. And then Callus, she turns to you. Tell me more. Tell me everything that you know.
As well, we know the use of the Oracle, as stated by my associate Flint here. Flint, the Fire Lord. Ho, 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 ho,
Oh
ho,
my
ho,
god, come on!
oh, I'm sticking with that one. Anyway,
Hard time
as he
saying
has said, um, we have discovered within the decades and the confines of the Oracle's chamber that your father, the king, is still alive.
I knew it. I knew he was still alive. I could feel it. I felt it when my mother died, and I didn't feel it with my father. Here. And she drops down to one knee and she pulls something out and
Mhm.
she brings it before you and she says, I have not shown this to anyone yet. This was found with my mother's body. They thought it to belong to her as she was a good friend to the small folk. And she was covered with the blade strikes and arrows of small folk. But this is not hers. And she holds up this tiny coin in her fingers. To you, it looks like it's probably about a $1/2.
I have a dollar coin in my hand right now.
And
Oh,
Callus, do you know where I'm going with this?
oh my God! Are you all from all the way back? Oh no!
Depot. And you see it. It is a coin that you've seen before. It is a poker chip with a golden goose on it.
Son of a bitch!
And she says, I believe that one of the assassins dropped this, and that this was not some ploy by the greater small folk. As we can all see, this has not been to their benefit. We could maybe start to quell all of these giants, but should they unite against us, we will not hold. But they all respect my father. With me, it'd be a long, bloody war, and I don't think that my side would come out ultimately victorious. But with my father, peace can be restored, and the ordning can be remade, and storm giants can retake their position at the top. I need you to find him, Callus. You're my only hope.
Oh, okay. So leave it to Callus then. All right.
Help me, Callus.
I mean, as long as I get another lightsaber, we can make this work.
She hands you a lightsaber.
Oh well,
Just kidding.
there we go.
She doesn't have that. She wields a club. Um, but yes, so she will hand you the coin.
And I'll take the one. Damn, no, I won't do that. That'd be suspicious. Hell, let's not do that. I'll suppose I'll look to her, and then I'll show the coin to the group as she hands it to me.
Ooh. I'm gonna say she notices kind of your recognition of the coin. She rolled a 26 on her insight. Um, and she'll say, have you seen this before? Do you know what this means? I've been trying to find answers for weeks and haven't gotten anywhere.
I kind of look towards the group as I turn back and kind of look down because now I'm in a dangerous position with what I say. But I'll look up to her and I'll say, uh, unfortunately, my fair queen, I do know of some tidings of this coin. I'm not too exactly known or familiar with it, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at I'm trying to find my notes exactly, but I believe I tried to make a check for this. GD. Oh, okay. Ha! Oh, yes. This coin is relevant to somebody or something of, yes, a ship of some kind. A riverboat, I believe, within the confines of Yata. A casino hall, possibly. Again, a den of gambling and mischief and possibly murderers, but if this was found on her, I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Maybe maybe it is a front for an assassination guild or something. There must be some connection. This is my only lead, I'm afraid.
Didn't we find like weird? I say this in our heads. Didn't we find like weird shape shifting thing with some guards in Yartar?
A fiend of some kind, yes.
Right. Could be connected.
Could be.
Then we'll have to head there after this. That seems to be our next lead.
See if she'll give us magic stuff and items.
My fair queen.
Did he do that in did he do that in game?
He does.
After hearing that?
He does. He goes, my fair queen. Um, as it stands, I believe my associates and I will be able to follow this lead. It points us in a direction, Yata, but with the trouble of the Ordning and your father, once we aid you in trying to discover his disappearance and possibly the individuals responsible for his disappearance, we would be able to follow up on this lead with much ease, relative ease even. As it stands, you are, well, not alone here, but your allies are terse and short, willing to
Literally.
look for a leader at their any given convenience. It is in the midst of that that we come to you as tools, assets, and swear an oath to find your father and the murderers of your father. Oh wow, remix. To find your father and the murderers of your mother, and possibly bring them to justice. In the midst of doing so, I must humbly request that with our besiegement by the great blue dragon, as previously discussed, we are find ourselves incumbent. I would almost go so far as to say is outclassed. If there are other forces at play here, as the Master Flint had spoken before, that this dragon seemed quite inept for me, entrenched in the lore and goings on here in the Giant's holdings of the Maelstrom. It is in that we ask for some form of supplement or aid or help, tools that'll make fending off those who would betray your alliance and more so stop us from discovering your father's place. Nope, your father's stowaway. Damn, I'll find a better word for that. But better to find your kidnappers, your father's kidnappers.
Trying to be fancy all the time is hard, isn't it?
Absolutely, bro. There's only so many words.
Flint, it's about now that you kind of finish showing the plans to Imperator Uthor, and he's looking over them and he says, "These are fine plans, very actionable and achievable, but not by the fire giants alone. They would
Indeed.
need much more strength. Tell me, Flint, Fire Lord, Firebird,
Fire Drake is he.
Fire Drake.
So he keeps trying to find better names, and the one that seems to stick the most is Fire Drake.
Very well, the Fire Drake. In your travels, what have you seen of these fire giants?"
I'm gonna glance over at the queen and look back. What we found is that Zoltor is doing what he is doing that says in documents, but it's much worse. And this is the last point, the last thing we'd like to bring to your attention. It is it has come to our knowledge that the fire, stone, cloud, and hail giants have all formed an alliance and are on their way to besiege this place. We know this because whenever we were near Tribor, where we found out that there was a dam built down south near the input name river here,
Desarin River.
Desarin River, and we were tasked to investigate it. While we were scoping the place out, we eavesdropped on a conversation. Apparently, that the fire giant killed the previous leader and cooked her. I don't know if they ate her, but they definitely cooked. They definitely cooked, at least. And they made a deal with the new hill giant. We saw them thousands or thousand. I don't know how many.
I say
I'm
hundreds, but
Yeah,
Hundreds,
it
hundreds.
was probably a couple hundred giants, but then with their armies of like orcs and goblins and
I'll say their
such,
I'll say their forces. I'll say their
it is, yeah, a legion, a battalion would be a sufficient. Um, it was a great number of fighting folk.
I'll say their forces. Their They had forces ranging in the hundreds. We weren't able to count, but they were definitely coming west. They stopped at the river, and to our amazement, the cloud giants and their floating castles, was it castles?
Hmm.
Floating
hmm
castles descended to the earth, and then all of them boarded, and they rose into the sky and started heading west. We think they're coming here, or maybe not. We can't really tell, but it's what we heard. So I would like you to prepare your forces and be wary of your allies.
You've done a great service to the crown. I will call the banners. We will fortify the maelstrom. And we will prepare for an attack. And the Princess Sarissa, as they're kind of finishing up that conversation, she says, "Uncle, are there not tools of war that may help our allies in finding my father? You've heard it. They've spoken with the Oracle. They are friends of Harshnag, and I believe them."
sorry, I just sorry. I found my notes and I just came to a realization. As you say, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
Just a random guess.
I
They were
was like,
friends.
"You've already said Harshnag's name. Am I revealing something?"
I
Um,
found it funny it happened as they are friends of Harshnag.
and anywho,
We're friends.
she'll say, "Surely the armories have something that can be evade." And he says, "Yes, I believe there are some tools of war that might be of assistance. I will go and gather them." And he leaves the hall. And Princess Sarissa says, "Please gather the rest of the giant folk. I wish to make a proclamation." And the storm giant there opens the door, and all the giants start funneling back in, one
With the
by one. Yes.
No, I'll
the
make my way.
spies murmur. Oh, as you said, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say I'm making my way back over. So
Oh, with the spies murmur, I'll kind of talk to the party and say, "Oh, do you guys remember the dwarf, the thief dwarf, the one with the clockwork parts? A bounty on him we collected.
Weevil.
Yes, Weevil.
the annoying
Yeah, I
guy.
remember him.
Remember what he said? He had a job paid half up front. The completion of a no, the completion of stealing certain metals, work metals, rods, gears, platinum, gold, and silver. In the midst of all this, he told us of a drop-off point in the midst of Yartar. Yartar's cartographer, where we got the same map that has aided us in traveling around. I believe there's more to this than what meets the eye.
Robots in disguise.
Oh God. Oh God. God. Can I take his inspiration for that? There's no,
Yeah,
sorry.
he's got negative inspiration. Callus, you can choose when to give him disadvantage.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Uh, but yes, I'll say that yes, in the gambling den, GD. Oh, I wrote it GD, but I wrote right under it. Okay, the Grand Dane, a boat on shore that doesn't move and is stationary, acting as a casino, a gambling den of sorts in Yata. Yes.
Sounds like we're going to the home of the Tar Heels again, boys.
The giants begin coming in one by one again and taking up their position. The sisters are there once again. Um, and as they're all filing in, you can see that Princess Sarissa has some renewed strength and vigor to her as she's looking over her constituents. And she says, I have very, very good news. Our allies here have come with great tidings. And it's at this point that you watch as a familiar figure steps into the auditorium. And you hear this familiar voice call out, Oh, I would not trust these little ones, our soon to be queen, for I have been keeping tabs on them. And you watch as Imrith, in storm giant form, steps in beside you, looks down upon you all, and she says, Surely, my liege, you know that these little folk are not to be trusted. They have been spinning you tales and falsehoods, nothing
I
of
just,
truth.
I just want to say, if I sense any magical fucking power coming out, I'm immediately canning counter spell.
Okay. And she takes another step closer to the queen,
Oh,
and
damn it.
Back off.
Princess Sarissa, who is not at all alarmed because you guys never once said Imrith's name, as
I shout back off.
okay, you shout back off, and Sarissa kind of looks at you curiously, sits down in the throne, and she says, Flint, this is my advisor, Lady Imrith. She has been of great aid to me. I don't. And as she says, I don't, you watch as Imrith snatches the pendant off of Sarissa's neck, snapping the cord, and as soon as she does so, lightning envelopes the princess, locking her into the chair as if it's some sort of like force field that appears around her and pulls her in and paralyzes her. And I
Hmm.
need everybody to roll initiative.
That's new.
All right. Wait, was that actual magic? I don't understand what happened. Was that magic? Was that a
No,
spell?
no, she
No.
just
Okay.
took
Okay. Okay.
the
That's all.
pendant away. It seems like there's something with that pendant and the throne that's connected.
Well, fuck me and call me Sally.
There it is. God damn, I don't know why I was having such a hard time finding my fucking initiative roll. Alright, nat 20, nat 20. I am fucking pissed. I got a 1.
14.
14 for Kamba,
15.
15 for Callus. Demarcus?
Ew. What?
Did, did Demarcus leave us this whole time?
He has not talked at all, actually. Now that I
He
think about it.
hasn't talked this whole time. I don't know what the hell.
I actually wasn't
You
sure at first.
there? Hold on, wait. He's streaming, right? Someone check his stream.
Does he stream our sessions?
He does, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He didn't? I thought he made mention to you.
No, I didn't think so. I knew that
Apologies.
Jade had thought about it. Demarcus, you're still with us.
Yeah, sorry.
Where the hell have you been?
Oh, I just went and grabbed a drink and then I fucking yeah.
Then you what? Have you been here this whole time or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you just been muted and forgot?
So do you know
Must
what's
have been.
happening right now?
Yes. Well, unless it was in literally the last 5 minutes.
My God, how
Oh.
long have you been getting a drink?
I've been away for like 5 minutes. I was making myself a drink. Apparently, I chose a bad time.
Oh, you are
5
making
minutes?
yourself a drink.
Bro, 5 minutes of dialogue
Listen,
you missed?
listen.
We're listening.
That was it. That was it. No excuse.
I was waiting for like a drinking sound effect.
I did
You
take a
missed
sip
the
during that
big
time.
reveal. The big reveal, the big twist, and then the impetus for us rolling initiative you missed?
Oh god damn it! Yeah, apparently so. Are you? I walked away at the worst possible time.
Yeah.
Oh, you fool of a dude.
Oh well.
Don't
well.
worry, you're streaming, right? You can
Yeah. I'll rewatch. I can rewatch.
What's your name again?
Das One David. Same as my Discord. Oh wait, that's right. It's different. The Discord for you guys.
It is.
All right, rolling initiative though.
Yes, sir. Roll an initiative.
Amazing. Jesus Christ, how things switch fast.
All right. 8 to
Irritated.
8.
I'm about to smite this bitch. I was like, I was literally this close to getting magic items for free. All right, I literally had to I had to kill people for this.
I know that was I literally that's like that fucking listening to you try to get the magic items, make drink, come
Uh,
back, roll initiative. What the fuck just happened?
Well, Demarcus, unlike the player that plays Demarcus, you are paying attention to the goings on here and act first.
Uh, okay. So
So, in brief, while she sent Uther off to grab some magical items for you, she welcomed all of the giants back in and was about to make a proclamation. But Imrith, in storm giant form, showed back up and tried to call you guys all out as liars as she circled over towards Princess Sarissa, who was sitting in the throne. She ripped off the pendant, which then encased and paralyzed the princess to the chair, and now we are in initiative.
oh Jesus Christ.
We
Okay.
need to hole up and get Flint to cast teleportation circle and get the hell out of here.
What? We
Hell no.
right now?
Also,
I don't know.
I don't know if I can.
All right, then looks like we're fucked, boys.
We have to
If we
break
have to
her.
fight that blue dragon again, we are fucked.
We have allies here. We can make it work. We just have to
All
break her illusion.
I haven't had a long rest. Can't do nothing.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, I haven't had a long rest either, and also
It's almost like no one considered that.
I also already used my 5th level spell. There's no teleporting out
Why?
Great.
because I didn't think I thought we were gonna get a chance to rest and not have to deal with this clusterfuck. And since we technically haven't taken a long rest, I summoned a dragon the last time.
Right.
We will adapt and hopefully overcome or die. It's not
Probably-
like we haven't been in
probably
this
die.
situation
Marcus.
before.
Let's roll.
Okay. Fuck, I'm so limited on spell slots myself. I am going to Oh shit. I'm actually going to I can't cast invisibility. We went over this last time. That bitch. That bitch. Fuck. Oh
No,
god.
no,
Don't make her
it's-
bigger.
Make her smaller.
I think, like, if we're looking at actual proportions to a storm giant, they actually would be about this big.
If not even bigger, honestly. Like
Yeah.
they make them seem real monstrous. I'm gonna
Bigger. Maybe not that bigger.
I know these guys are actually sized appropriately.
I'm gonna go nice. I'm gonna go nice, simple start because
say
I'm
female
super
is taller.
limited and like lightning's my whole shtick here. And I'm just gonna do a level 3 magic missile at the bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at this point after the way we were crushed last time, I think that's warranted. So we're gonna do 5d4 plus 5.
Bro, I'm upset. The one time I don't prepare to spell magic.
So it's gonna be 17.
Okay.
And then I am going to. And my little fly thing to get me into this corner.
Right, so why are we thinking that they're gonna help us?
Where
Imrith is a trusted advisor to the queen here, right? Why don't we I mean, like, I don't know.
in my mindset, the attack is
Yeah,
fair.
you're right.
as a
She
reaction,
did
but
attack her. Yeah. He's floating D4.
Yeah, I know.
So
Are they
busted.
are they rolling?
Yeah.
I did roll. I was
Oh.
gonna
All
say.
right, Callus, you're up.
Perfect. Because basing off of what Comba said, though, bouncing off of that, I do have to try and convince these people what we're doing, and I think I'm going to try and spend my action trying to trying to convince these creatures of what is happening. I don't think I have anything that will aid me in persuasion. Oh,
I have a +7 in persuasion.
damn. If possible, I'll hold my action. For me, no, I'll ready an action to aid. No, that's Pathfinder.
No, you can still aid.
I can run.
I guess you could ready and spend your action to give the help action. Sure.
That's what it is. There we go.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I think the only thing I can cast at this juncture, just to be safe, is spiritual weapon, and I'll place it next to the advisor, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. You're not gonna attack with it. You can do that as part of the casting.
I can, but I don't want to ruin the
Okay.
Yeah.
Immersion.
Sure. 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 So, let's see here. Let's get your magic weapon down. I'm sorry. Could you drop where you wanted that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to point it out. I thought I was
Why aren't
showing
we
the pin.
attacking her?
Oh, I mean, I definitely am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in my mindset, eh, I don't want to like ruin the persuasion before Flint goes,
Fair enough.
but that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, if that is your turn, that is going to bring us to Imrith. And Imrith is going to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
Okay. What level are you casting counterspell at?
4th level.
Fourth level. Okay. I need you to roll.
You want me to pull it up?
No, I've got it in front of me. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. Now I do have a question. If I'm casting at a higher level, does that mean the DC's easier? I've never actually bothered looking.
No, it doesn't. You just need to make a spellcasting ability check.
It's
So is that
you're essentially
So
just
so
hoping
it would
that
be
you guess
charisma.
right.
Yeah,
no,
so
I know.
it's your
I'm just
charisma
so it's just so
charisma
it's
check.
just flat charisma check. Okay.
Yep.
God is
Come
my
on.
witness. God, if you're with me, be with me. Not 20, this bitch. 13. God damn it.
13? Okay, that fails. Do you want to know what happens? Or
Yeah.
should we wait till next week?
No, we still got
And
time.
we have do we have a half hour?
We do. She disappears as she casts teleport.
That
Gone.
bitch.
Princess Sarissa is locked in her chair. All of these giants around you are very confused.
I slowly peer my head out from around the corner.
This is,
Kamba, it is your
What?
turn. Although there is a held action for Callus as well, so I don't.
I'll wait until after Kumba goes.
Okay, Kamba, you're up.
Are there any enemies?
Not that you can see as immediate threats, no.
Okay. Kamba runs up to the old princess. And I yell, Princess, I don't, Princess,
Sarissa.
and then he thinks in his head, what was it?
Sarissa.
Princess Sereni. What we need you to do is blink once if you can hear me.
Uh, did you pull that from Sanderson?
What, Sereni?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You son of a bitch.
The first
I
thing I
knew
thought
it.
of.
Same here when I first read this book. She is completely comatose. She is out of it. But there is this like Kotor looking stasis field around her of this just like shimmering lightning energy that is binding her to this chair.
That goddamn evil blue ancient dragon gone done tricked us, folks. I can't believe that cursed dragon. If only there were people hunting it down. And I think that's the end of Comba's turn.
All right, Flint, you're up.
All right. How's everyone looking first off towards us?
You can spend your action making an insight check.
Damn it, because I would. If I don't want to waste the.
No
Is
pressure?
her? Hold on. Where's her uncle? Where's her uncle?
You don't see him right now.
I don't.
Mm-mm.
Where the fuck did he go?
He went off to the armory to get you guys some magical items. Wonder what he'll do when he gets back.
Give us the magic items, of course.
We'll see about that.
Fuck, I don't have anything. Useful. I'm gonna roll an insight check then. On everyone else, just to make sure they're not looking at us thinking we're the fucking cause of this. I got gypped. I'm gonna re-roll that and you spend a sorcery point.
Oh,
Much better.
Where are you giving me the help action on this? Because if that's the case, I won't waste it.
I would say yes if it helps you. Well, no, I just wanted to help you convince them. Since you had
Yeah,
the
that's
higher
what you're
persuasion,
holding
but
your
yeah.
action for. So, 23. So, looking at
It's
everybody,
also triple advantage because I was also aiding by being like, if only there was someone solving this problem.
I adjusted the DC accordingly. Um, so, Flint, looking about, you notice that the two storm giants that are right next to you guys look like they are not hostile towards you. They look like somebody just went up to their princess, ripped something off of her person, and all of a sudden their princess is encased in magic. So they're probably blaming the dragon. Now, the other giants are maybe sensing an opportunity here, and the two sisters begin just this blood curdling scream as they start just going at each other, trying to maul each other, it seems like. And you hear them saying, you knew she was a dragon. You knew. And the other one's like, no, you knew it was a dragon. I had no idea. And they seem to be blaming each other as if they were in some sort of cahoots with Imrith. And the rest of the giants are looking at this opportunity. They see the worm skull thrown ahead of them. And that's where things stand.
Oh,
All right,
yep.
then. I'm gonna say this in a very, very intimidating, as best as I can, voice. Nobody move,
Mhm.
and you two stop fighting. I'm gonna say this in giant too. Oh, by the way, is the ice giant actually on our side, or is he still being like a dick and actually thinking, "Oh, now's my chance"? Because motherfuckers.
Your read on him is that he's just generally confused.
Okay, at least
He knows the
confusion.
power of combat.
Confusion is better than aggression at this point.
I'd say so in a room full of giants.
I'm also for my movement. I'm just gonna hop on the broom and move over to her and watch them. Ooh, damn! I fell down the hole.
You die.
Can you give me flight?
I suppose.
And that bitch made me waste a second level spell. I will mount her head on my wall.
What second level spell did you use?
Oh, spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no!
If she made me waste one entire round's worth of combat of movement just to get over here. I swear to
I
God.
guess not. I guess that technically that wouldn't be a thing. Never mind.
Okay, so you're just telling everybody, nobody, you're telling everybody not to move, and for
Nope.
the
Yes.
two sisters
Nobody move.
to.
If you want me to roll an
Under the
intimidation
giant.
check, I would roll it right fucking now.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Nat 20.
Let's see about that.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Mike, can you just do that as many times as you want?
Any
Okay.
any. It just says on any ability check.
Each one's a sorcery point.
My God. Okay, 17. Yeah, they don't seem very intimidated.
Good. They fucking should.
All right, Callus, you were holding your action.
All right. I'll suppose, depending on the effectiveness of the intimidation, I'll take the opportunity to speak up.
A lot of
Ladies
coughing.
and gentlemen, all coughing. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see before you, you are waylaid by enemies on all sides. The dragon, unfortunately, has followed us here. How seemingly am unsure, but we are not responsible. We attempted to strike it down, but unfortunately, now is not the time to fight amongst yourselves. Now is the time to act. The throne is just a throne. It means nothing if the one who sits upon it is not capable of unifying the accord. I am but a lone man, and we are but lone small folk. Altogether, individually, we are nothing, but all together, we can strike down even dragons when they don't walk in on us.
Great job. I'm giving you a thumbs up.
It is in this juncture that I ask you to stay your blades and your rage. Now is the time to act, and do so with the best interest of all parties. Our future here, together as folks of the Fey Realm. Fey Realm?
Pharaoh.
What's it called?
Forgotten
Faerun?
Realms?
Faerun. There we go.
Faerun,
Wow.
there
I didn't realize they were so close sounding together. Wow.
we
The Faerun is in jeopardy. I ask you all now to look at me not as a small folk, one who has beleaguered you, or one has fought with you for generations. No, look at me as an ally, us as tools and weapons to wage this war against villainy, chaos, and destruction, who would dissuade, or no, who would destroy our sense of peace in these dark times.
Okay. Go ahead, and I'm gonna have this as separate. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Understood. Yes, yo. Yoga fire. 23.
23. Okay. You see the Jarl step down. He has a hand axe, and he raises it, and he says, "Now, now is the time. We have new allies, a strong leader, and treachery in our midst. Now is the time to show honor and faith to our crown." And he looks at the storm giants and he says, "I think it's best that these two are confined to their quarters." And the storm giants nod and they rush and grab. And as this is happening, Uthor comes in and you can see immediate rage on his face. And one of the storm giants speaks up and says, "Lord General, something terrible has happened. Lady Imrith appeared, and she stole the pendant from the princess's neck. She is trapped there." And they point at her and her encased energy field. And these traitors, they seem to have known that Imrith was a dragon, much like these fine young small folk have said. And you see the Imperator is just furious, and he orders them away. Everyone, except for the Jarl, who he has stay, and a couple more guards appear, and he goes to Princess Sarissa's throne, and he kneels by it, and he's just kind of inspecting it for a bit, and he says, "There is no magic to stop this. The only thing that can free her is by getting that scepter and returning it." And he kind of gestures at his neck, the pendant that she is wearing. It's a scepter, and he says, "We are at a crossroads. Do we try and find the king, or do we try and fight this ancient dragon and get back our queen?
He
Which do
actually
you
asked me.
feel?
Oh,
Which do you feel you are better equipped to handle?"
Uh,
Well, that depends on those magic items there.
we will try and find the king first. The dragon could be anywhere. At least with the king, we might have a lead. We could find him first, as you guys, I think we all are in desperate need of a leader now.
I could not agree more. Very well. I will send out scouts to try and find lairs of these dragons. We will find her. You must go quickly. Time is of the essence. Follow me.
No, good. I was
And
gonna say.
he begins leading you guys back towards the teleportation circle.
Oh,
And when you guys arrive, he says, "Where would you like to go?"
is this the uncle?
Yes, this is the uncle.
We don't get any magic items.
He asked you where you'd like to go.
It was back in Yartar, right?
yes, the Golden Dane, the proprietors or owners of a gambling den and seemingly the producers of these two golden goose coins. That is where our destination lies. I will do an insight check, just proactively on
Okay.
Imperator Uther. Just
Okay. Go for it.
18.
18. Okay. I mean, he seems honest and earnest. He seems very disturbed of what's happened here, and furious. And yeah, that's the general read you get on.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I think the last thing I'll say to him is those two cousins of hers, of the queen. They are dangerous, but they are kin, are they not? Whatever their crimes may be, one or the other, or together, killing them now would serve no purpose. If they did have a hand in this, they must face their crimes for it.
I will not do anything rash. They are my blood after all.
I would
But
recommend at least watching them very intently.
of that you can be sure. Good luck to Yata with you. And a bright flash, and you guys appear in your turn.
No magic weapons. Great.
You guys appear just outside of town of the walls. Somehow, like, so perfectly placed by this teleportation circle. And looking about you, you see that it is midday. Um, it's quite lovely outside. And you see that Dally is with you, Crowan is with you. Um, as you guys are kind of standing in this path and looking about, you wouldn't think that this place, this whole area is at war. It's so peaceful here.
I know. All I see is a blue stone for some reason.
It's too quiet.
Elevated?
Well, Let's go do some gambling, boys.
If possible,
Right?
Is this a
A
low
little
key?
riverboat. Get a
Is this
little
a lo-
riverboat gambling, boys, down there.
Wait a minute.
if
What?
possible, we might have a. Oh, as you're saying.
Oh, I thought this was the village where the two blue dragons attacked.
No,
Wait, is it?
that's not this.
But what were you saying, Combo?
I was saying we should go do some gambling. You talking about a riverboat make me want to go do some gambling.
Okay.
Got a couple piles of coins, spare to lose.
Okay,
Combo, your first step, you trip and fall on your face,
Oh,
and
Combo.
you look down, and you need to roll a D100.
D100.
He's
Okay.
gonna get a fucking potion of giant.
I swear to God.
Yeah, dude. I really am sick of this.
I wanted to keep going.
14.
14?
A potion of.
Okay. There is a +1. Oh, roll a D10 for me.
I need one of us to roll a potion of giant strength. Just keep the dream alive. I want.
There's a +1 glaive in front of you.
That has reach.
Sure
Yeah,
does.
sure. Combo picks it up.
Callus, roll a D100 for me.
Sweet.
I want
Sweet.
potion of giant strength. Potion of giant strength. At this point, I'm just rooting for it because it
Give
happens
me
way too much.
something holy.
Another sunblade.
72.
Okay, 72. Let's see here. That's interesting. You keep getting things like this. All right. You get the ring of X-ray vision. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to speak the command word. When you do so, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. Vision has a radius of 30 feet. Doesn't require attunement. To you, solid objects within that radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. Vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Interesting.
It
pick
does or
yourself-
doesn't require attunement.
It does.
Okay.
I got slots to spare.
Combo's all maxed out.
Oh, you can gain a level of exhaustion from this thing.
Really?
Well, that's so weird. This is such a weird
Really?
magical item.
Right? Extra?
Okay. Flint, I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Alright, D100. Boop, boop. Big money, big money, big money, no whammy, no whammy.
Nice.
1. Okay. Let's see here.
You can take a level of exhaustion from that. Really?
This map is really cool.
I was gonna say I want you to send me this map.
Potion of
Yeah,
giant
this is a
strength.
really cool map.
No, you wish, dog. You wish.
I do wish. I want to keep them
It's
alive.
a bead of force. Go ahead and roll
Ooh.
D4.
Some form of sexual toy.
Ooh, anal beat of force.
One.
Oh, that's a bummer. So you've got 5 of them. Each of them are 3/4 of an inch in diameter and weigh an ounce. You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within a 10-foot radius of where the bead landed must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 5d4 force damage. A sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for 1 minute. Any creature that has failed to save and isn't completely within the area is trapped inside this sphere. And there's a
Oh,
lot more to it. It's a very cool magical item.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
You have 5 beads of force.
Hold on. I'm gonna add that. item.
Okay.
And those are the items that were given.
So what?
Hmm.
So there's no fourth one.
Depressing.
You just had 3.
Alright.
Combo offers the glaive to Demarcus. Says, "Hey, look here. I don't know what you do with it, but
I,
I don't know what I do with it either.
me
So
either.
yeah, I don't know. It's all yours."
Oh, see, I just realized, fuck, I gotta start remembering I have that staff of defense because that's what my first action should have been in combat. I got to remember I have the staff. Holy
Oh,
shit.
you still had mage armor on you, I'm sure. It
I
hadn't
thought it,
been that long.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it
It's like
lasts
8
2 hours.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts a really, really long
Sorry,
time.
to me it's been 2 weeks, so like I forgot that was still. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I know what we can do with the glaive. Let's go
Fellas?
gamble it on the river.
yeah. Let's go gamble the glaive.
So
If
wait,
possible, I
is
could
our
contact an ally within the confines of Yartar when we were here previously. A paladin.
Oh yeah, that's right there. And weren't there that dwarf that we done did? Yeah, I wasn't here for that session where you called that dwarf to help you out. Was that at this town?
Oh shit. I believe it was, because this is where we fought the demon, right? And the corrupt guard captain?
Yeah,
That all happened in your turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
why does Yartar look so different? Though?
Is this isn't the same map?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's just,
okay.
I'm realizing that now as I'm running through here, and I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, I was gonna
Where's
say.
the courthouse?
Yeah, where's in the courtyard that we had the big
Uh,
battle?
I
Yeah.
forgot that I used Waterdeep for that map, but Yartar's so cute.
This is a this is a wicked nice map.
Keep
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yartar
it
then.
is.
Just keep your Yartar then. We'll just use Yartar.
Well, I mean, you guys are gonna spend most of the rest of this on a boat, so, but that's okay. We'll take you guys to actual Yartar.
Oh my God, guys! Our boat, our airship, it's fixed.
Nah, that's somebody else's airship, dog. You gotta find
Not
the
if we
insurance claim
steal
on
it.
that.
Screw the riverboat. Who's up for a boat heist?
Not impossible.
All right. So, you have Yartar all around you. Dally speaks up for the first time, and she says, I did not sign up to go to battle with an ancient blue fucking dragon.
I know, and I'm sorry that I didn't think that would be what would happen. I'm truly sorry.
Yes, we thought instead we were fighting hundreds of giants on floating sky fortresses.
We thought we were hiring someone that had a little more, a little more gumption, as it were, a little more chutzpah.
Well, I think we all saw what happened there. Oh, why did I go Irish again? I always do that with Dally.
It's a fine line.
I find it pretty offensive every time.
I understand what you're saying, Comba, but that fight is beyond any of us. You saw what happened. She dropped 3 of you with just a single breath of lightning.
3 of us. I thought I only dropped 2 of us.
Was it just 2?
Didn't
Yeah, it was
drop
me.
me. I
It was
never
me.
Oh,
got too close
it
to them.
almost dropped Crowan, is what it was. Crowan almost died.
Yeah, I mean
And,
that way may well be so there, Dolly. Look, she may be too much to handle for any one of us, but all of us, the giants, we bring all our forces together, plan it out a little bit. If you don't want to be a part of that, then I don't blame you, but I don't think there's anybody here that's gonna set this aside.
No. And Dally, I appreciate all the help that you've given. If it would be all right with you, I would at least like you to help me with what you know about Dragonkind, at least for the rest of the night. And then I'll pay you the rest of the money, and then you can head back home if you want.
I won't abandon this, but I've got to go home for a bit. Got to stretch my wings, heal my wounds. When you go after Imrith, let me know.
We will.
Then yeah, if you wanted to spend the evening with Dally, kind of asking her about dragonkind and such, you can certainly do that.
Alright.
What are the
Uh,
rest of you doing this evening?
Do you want me?
Riverboat.
Yeah, I mean, are we not? Are we? Were we planning on like spending a night in the town, just like
I would
chilling
recommend we
first?
take at least a long rest. Yes.
Generally,
That's
Combo,
probably a
That's
good
probably
call.
Yeah, like after what just happened and the fact that we have suspicions that they might have been involved in the death of another giant, I'm not about that life.
Kamba goes and finds an affordable, comfortable-looking inn, and then he inquires with the barkeep about possibly some sports ball entertainment.
The Tartans.
Yeah, see if the Diartar Tar Heels have if they have maybe a game, scrimmage, maybe even practice he can sit in on.
Storm. Out of curiosity, do you want me to roll another one of those dice rolls that fuck, because this was in private. Hold on, I message it you.
Okay.
Papa
Kamba.
rolls a dice roll for Yartar games tonight.
Okay, go and roll for your Yartar games tonight.
Nat
I have
20.
to reach the right space. Oh, I hate you so much for making me roll.
I messaged you by the way.
You're gonna have to jog my memory on that because I do not remember.
Budget.
The deal that Dalian made before, right after we met.
You're gonna have to jog my memory more than that later because I don't remember. Oh. Never mind. Okay, I got it. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll. Thank you.
What was the roll again? Was it just D20?
Yeah, it's just a D20.
Oops, it's a D12.
Kamba, they have an away game right now, but their practice squad is here.
But I rolled an 18.
I know.
Fine. God damn it.
The practice squad.
Yeah, but
He
the practice
settles for
squad is
going
here.
and seeing the practice squad.
Flint, that's a fail.
I don't even know what this is for, but okay.
Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out.
Oop, I didn't mean to pick that up. I meant to.
You're about to wake up naked in
double
the forest, man.
Come on.
Oh,
what the
and
fuck? Let me
Kamba
delete
It's
it.
not that bad.
You invite Crowan? Okay.
Yeah.
Crowan, he's going with you, and he says, "Well, Kamba, you never forget about the practice squad. You see, sometimes they pull them up after a bad injury, and that's where the real stars come from. Little sleepers."
Yeah, that's. I just started mimicking Crow. Yeah, that's where they got old. That's where they got old Lucius Sportington. One of the best. Came off the bench. Lucius Benchington, they called him, until, of course, they let him play sports ball, and then they changed his last name to Sportington. You know how it is.
Yes. Unfortunately, I got his autograph before the name changed, so it's not really worth much. But they won't do that bullshit of renaming themselves. Let's go get some autographs, friend.
Ooh. Yeah, Kamba goes down and collects. I'm gonna give you. What do you want? What do you want? Insight? You want perception? Investigation? Who's gonna be the sleeper pick on this team?
Ooh. I think this is
Insight,
that's a
I'd
good
say.
question. I would say, yeah, probably insight. We'll call it insight.
I mean, that's more like.
It's just a straight up D20 roll for Kamba.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh,
There you go.
Kamba. You see this young, scrawny kid who's out there picking up this sports ball, keeps dropping it, and then you watch as they form their defensive and offensive line, and this little kid, he's getting the ball ready. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's completely lost. He's literally just a ball boy on the field. But something happens that you just cannot believe. They snap the ball, and while he's walking off the field to get out of the way, he accidentally kicks this sports ball into one of the defenders' faces and just snaps the dude's neck. And he falls to the ground. Some clerics run out, throw some heals on him, He pops back up, but this little kid has the
Combo
golden
smacks,
foot of
combo
the
smacks
best
Crow, and
chicken.
he goes, he pulled off a Baldur's Gate bump. Can you believe it?
Oh
What
god
am I
damn
doing?
it.
And Crowan's over there just weeping. He's like, "It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." And the coach off in the distance goes, "Leslie!"
Oh god, of course it is.
What's
And
his name?
Leslie.
Leslie.
And
Leslie. Okay.
the kid turns around. He's like quivering with fear. And the coach says, "God damn it, you're hired." And he throws a jersey at him, and they bump him up to the professional league. Yes, you guys are able
Wow.
to get
Kind of
Leslie's
calm
autograph.
down. All right.
By the way, is it cool if I spend the rest of the night also working on the blood veil file?
Well, that depends. You have to do that in 8-hour increments. Do you want to sleep or do you want to wake up exhausted tomorrow with no spell slots?
Mm.
Is this really a choice for you?
Yes.
I mean, tomorrow we're going on that riverboat, right?
To be fair, I've only used one 4th level spell slot and one 5th level spell slot. I did not really get a chance to cast any fucking spells.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Your 5th level spell slot is our escape. However, we're gonna be on a boat, and I'm a turtle, so like, you guys can go fuck yourselves. I can swim and breathe underwater.
I always have Dimension Door.
Your face
Yeah,
keeps me
yeah.
afloat.
I can
Nice bait.
fly. Yes. I'll go to sleep then.
Okay. Well, that makes two of us, Flint. We're going to call it a night here, gents. And we will pick up next week on the riverboat.
Amazing.
Nice.
I'm ready to lose all my money.
Yeah, totally.
I know I'm gonna have to look up D&D gambling games so I can start
Actually-
I've found a few. I'll try to send you some if I can find some like broken down
Hold
version.
on, since we
I've
have
seen so
5
many.
minutes left, can I just make this one last comment? Since a long rest consists of 8 hours, but 2 hours of it is just can be spent as like low energy work. Is it right if I try and just casually look for something about the golden goose token thing?
what are you trying to find out? You guys already know what it's tied to.
Oh, a little bit more information, I guess. Just try and dig deeper.
Sure, yeah, you could wake up and make a early run to the library, I suppose.
All right. Do you just want a history, arcana, investigation?
No, because there's literally nothing else to find out.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, guys. Well, I will see you all next week. And we'll see what the game plan is for taking a look at this Grand Dame.
Mm.
All right.
Grand Dame.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, guys. Well, have a wonderful rest of your night. I will catch you all next week.
Adios.
Take it easy.
Adios.
All right, Demarcus. Question for you.
What's that?
Y'all ever been on a riverboat in real life? They're not
Yes.
fun. They're small.
Yes, I have.
It sucks ass.
You play League of Legends, right?
With like sometimes, yeah. My brother got me into it.
Are you new? Or
Literally, I probably have a total of like 60 hours.
so relatively new.
Yeah, yeah. Compared to my brother who has like 8,500 hours.
Is he
Alright.
silver?
I don't even fucking know. He's working on getting his 10th champion mastery rank 7 right now. He likes to spread like that.
That's
Yeah.
Spread his cheeks like
dedication.
that.
I just started running Varus mid lane because it's the first one where come late game I'm actually fucking taking people down. Feels nice. Feels nice to be on top finally.
Yeah, AP Varus is a good thing.
It's phenomenal. It really is. It's well, I was playing Vagar bot for a long time, which I was doing decent at, and Vagar mid, like AP sometimes. But Varus is just like way more up my wheelhouse for my play style. I tried Zaya for a while and really liked Zaya as well, but if you miss the ult, Zaya's useless.
You know, it's all about ego. You know, even
It
if you miss the
really
ult,
is.
you gotta
It
you gotta
What
really.
feel like
happened?
you didn't miss.
I play the best in League when I'm like drunk and I don't care about being careful and I just run in and go all out and they're like, "What is this play style? What is happening to us?" And then they all die and it's the best. It really is just confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence and cockiness. That's League. And
Alright,
toxicity. Never forget toxicity.
now,
That
since
too.
we don't really have a lot to discuss here about what we're gonna do, what are we gonna do?
What? I
We're
thought
gonna
it
go
was
on a riverboat.
simple. Yeah, we
What
go
we're
on a
gonna do
riverboat.
is we're gonna spend the first few minutes of the next session is gonna be spent. We're gonna spend another day in Yartar before we go to the thing because
You want
every
to?
single one of us needs a black tuxedo. If we're going to the
Oh.
riverboat gambling casino, we're wearing the fucking disguise. We're wearing the getup, and Kamba can make that for us.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna
Fair
tell you
enough.
this: I am not making another character. I'm sorry. It is just such a pain in the ass just to make a fucking new Flint.
Wait. Does
I
that mean we're going in there unarmored?
I'm not.
Um,
Technically, the only people
no,
who need
we'll do like dress robes.
I mean, I'm already in dress robes.
Yeah, same.
Well, you know what? We're fucking getting you new ones, dude. I don't know what to tell you. This is happening.
You can't
No,
make
I'm
me
just fucking
wear.
with you guys. I'm just kidding. But
I
essentially,
like the tuxedo idea if it were for the fact that
we
I'm pretty
need.
sure we're gonna get fucked up on the server boat.
All right, then I say we do this. We all play a game of Space Station 13.
I am going to take a shower and go to bed because I have a job interview tomorrow. I have to wake up, and I did not sleep last night, so I'm on like hour 38 right now.
Go the
So
fuck to bed then. Why are you
that's
here?
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck you. Leave now.
Don't no. Now I'm gonna stick around for 2 hours. Go fuck yourself. I'm
Well,
just even in my by myself. Once everybody else goes to sleep, I'll be in this call.
can you
That's
stop?
dedication.
You're a fucking scavenger. You need to stop.
Listen, we all
Fucking
need to
trash cat
scavenge.
that I have here.
Hmm. Well, so I think we'll adapt for the most part. I will say, Combo, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I would have wanted to fight that dragon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we were low.
You wanted to fight the dragon?
I wanted to fight the dragon.
I
Oh,
tried to
oh
fight the
yeah,
dragon.
dude. I was like, no, like we'll fight the defensive retreat that we've talked about and planned.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, there's gotta
But
be an argument for the fact that that dragon must not have had time for a long rest either, right?
Yeah, no, that
That's
was
what I'm
literally
thinking.
less than an
that
hour.
makes there's a I I've also read most of the book, so I don't like throw things out. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Oh,
you're
fair
metagaming. Awesome. No, I'm just fucking with
How often do I metagame? I'm pretty sure I was silent that entire time.
I'm just kidding. Calm down.
Bro,
I know you don't
one time.
metagame.
One time I
However,
don't have dispel magic, as you were saying.
yeah. No, I mean I was down to fight the dragon too, obviously. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
you.
should have reacted
If
the
you're like,
same.
hey, we're gonna go, it's not like I'm gonna work against you. You know what I mean? But
Fair enough.
but like I was just like, yo, get the fuck out of here, because like I didn't know if the giants would turn on us. I didn't know if that, you know what I mean? Like we were just on all sides surrounded. I was like, well, Flint, cast the spell. Like, and then I was prepping to like jump into the moon pool and
Yeah.
like swim out, like get the hell out of here, like fuck you guys.
Like the moment I said, I can't.
Oh shit! I could have jumped into the moon pool with you. Demarcus doesn't have to
Right, you
breathe.
don't need to breathe. Just the pressure would kill us both. It's like the
Oh,
maelstrom
for
is
sure.
like an actual like perpetual storm.
Oh, Let me tell you something. A storm ain't nothing for Demarcus Stormwind.
It is when it's
How
an
dare
underwater
you?
storm.
First of all, no, combo. That's when I grab you dimension doors 500 feet straight up and hope it gets us out of
Right.
range of the storm. And then we swim back to the surface.
No, you would want to do it at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, that's true.
know?
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do we have
Yeah.
any way to stop teleportation?
Dispel, counterspell. That was the chance. That was it.
Yeah, we could have tried to stop. We could have stopped her, and I don't think it would have worked out well for her.
Now, I'll be honest. As if I was DM in those shoes, I wouldn't even let you roll the counterspell. I would have just counterspelled your counterspell.
It's a. So I mean, on as in terms of getting onto the riverboat and planning for next session, I would say we're probably gonna end up going with like, well, we're just here to gamble. Hey, you know what I mean? And
But
then
Demarcus is just there to
maybe-
gamble.
right. Well, no, you're not actually.
I
was gonna
know.
say. The one character in this party that isn't there to gamble is you, and you are going to be invisible and walking around and finding things out and scouting the fucking place.
You know, I just realized.
While we all make maybe Kamba goes over and he slaps the glaive down, or I'll be like, what are these?
Hold on.
Why do I have red chips? Is it
Hold
because
on.
I'm a turtle? Is it because
Hold
I'm
on.
a turtle? Will you racist against turtles in here? And I'll
How
make a
about
big,
this?
flip a table, and then that'll make a distraction. It's a whole thing. It'll be like the movie Rush Hour.
Oh, hold on. Here's the thing, and this combat, you might actually really enjoy this idea. If we can
I
find
better
a,
really enjoy it, Flint, for the amount that you just needed to interrupt me.
no,
It better be
Hey.
the best idea that
Hon,
you
Hunch,
ever had.
everybody listen to the best thing we're
Yes.
ever gonna hear.
if we can
I'm
find
just
a
fucking
book,
with you, Flint.
if we can find a book about how to count cards, or if we roll high enough, we could technically all sit down at the same table. We don't know each other, and we all have a fucking earpiece that allows us to communicate telepathically.
Yeah, there would be no need to count cards at that point.
Or, hear me out. We find where they're keeping the money. We wait until an opportune moment. I cast invisibility on myself. I dimension door into the vault.
I'm
I
positive they have antimatter.
I mean, I'm sure they do, but that logic also goes with us using our earpieces and shit.
I know.
Yeah.
Or we just do this. We get some sort of explosive, and we plant it right on the side of the ship.
I'm
and
down.
Combo swims up with his, he swims on up, but plant it, and then boom.
A,
ship
a
goes down in
combat
water,
knife in the mouth
boat
just
goes
for
down.
aesthetics.
Right.
All
Yes?
good ideas. Oh, I just want to find out more about this Great Dane and who's in charge of it. I'm
Well,
really
Great Dane
concerned
is a
for the
type
dogs.
of dog
Wait.
that typically doesn't live too many years due to their size and their body's incapability of keeping up. Why did nobody
What's the
stop
Greek
me?
They
Dame?
have really bad hip
Dame.
problems.
Dame. D-A-M-E.
I'm aware.
Like Dame Judy Dench.
No, that's just what you call a
Man.
female. That's just what you call a female Great Dane.
The
Grow up.
Didn't
I see
we?
what you did
I
there.
thought we asked a few questions about it. Maybe we should go back and rewatch that episode on Demarcus's stream there.
I don't
Oh,
even know how far back that was.
yeah, that I would have to search.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what do you think? I'm made of time. I got ESO to play and shit.
right. I'm thinking, like you said. I mean, it was like there was it a demon? Is that what it was? It was a demoness. What was
Yeah,
it?
It was like a fiend of some kind. It like disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Oh
something like that.
no, didn't we kill it? And the body
we kill
disappeared
it.
after we killed it.
Yeah, we definitely
What?
killed it.
Mm,
Killed what?
yeah.
During
The
the
thing.
fight with the guards in the courtyard, there was like a demon thing.
Right.
That
And
I
they-
do remember.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we
That's what I
first
was
came-
talking about.
whenever-
That's why I was
oh, yeah.
saying there's some kind of cult here, and they were running the town guard.
So I'm
Which
gonna
is why-
join. I'm gonna join the thieves guild, and that's how I'm going to justify
Which is-
my rogue level next level.
There you go. Well, it's how. That's why, almost right from the get-go of landing at Yartar, I was like, well, let's go gambling. I can't wait to go gambling because I was like, well, if they run the guard, which we already know, they got eyes and ears all over the town. They run the town. Let's just walk in here pretending that we don't do anything. You know, like we don't know what the fuck you're talking about with your fucking corrupt ass guards and shit, right? We already got off of that. We're not dealing with that. We're going gambling. We're just having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. I hear you, Kamba, but we are known public figures in this place due to the court proceedings.
We
Right.
did kill
They
like
don't
20
know.
guards and then get off scotch free by calling the guy the wrong name 80 times until he got so angry he tried to attack us. That's the way I like see that court proceeding.
But what it is less about like I understand that we're known around the town. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they don't necessarily know that we're in a fight with Imrith, who is their leader, and has Imrith doesn't necessarily know that we even have that coin. So she doesn't know that we're going here.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
Wait, you think Imref's involved with these goose people?
I think that Imrith, I honestly, he's divulged from the book so much at this point
What if
that
the
all bets
goose
are off.
people
You know
the
what I
goose
mean?
People are actually dragons and not goose people. How funny would it
And
be?
I'm thinking, that I mean, why not? Why? At the very least, she's the person that hired them to kill the fucking whatever, right?
You're fucking right. It makes sense. A
I
drug
mean,
is- no,
How the
yeah.
hell else would that? That was my first question: is why the fuck would some asshole gang from fucking Yartar? You know what I mean? Like if you told me it was a cult of fucking necromancers from fucking Baldur's Gate or Waters Deep,
Yeah.
Waterdeep, then I would be like, all right, yeah, sure, that's a powerful organization if they're in one of the biggest cities in fucking Tyril. But no, dude, Yartar? Yartar is a fucking road bump in the middle of a fucking highway between two fucking minor cities. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I was thinking the same thing. I was just like, what would
So-
like a gambling casino have to do with slaying this woman? But yeah,
I was
no.
saying it only makes sense that she gave them access to wherever the queen would be, or the queen was here on some kind of humanitarian mission, and Imrith gave them access.
Very smart, very smart. And she is watchful and observant. I mean, she tracked us down. It's only fair.
I mean, I just, at this point, I don't think that the question is whether or not. I don't think that. How did she know to go to the Eye of the Allfather? I don't think that was a question that Storm even asked, because it's more like, this is my big bad evil guy, and I'm gonna put it here.
Fair
and
enough.
and if I don't know, that might be something that we need to consider, that we're looking way too into something that he was just like, yeah, it's because it was a good moment to have the big bad evil guy come in, and it was, like, I don't know.
No,
Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I could totally be wrong, but that is the only connection that I can see, and I was like, it was definitely crossed my mind as like, why the fuck would some dickheads from Yartar be behind this? And then I was like, oh, there's a cult, or there's not a cult. I keep on saying cult, but there's a demon thing here. There was some weird thing going on. They were behind the guards. Maybe they were involved in that. I don't know. It was just sort of what I was thinking.
No, I think you've convinced me at that point. I'd say they're definitely involved somehow, especially Emir. Now that you said that, my
They're
thing
involved.
is, I never got to ask how long ago this happened.
Oh
If
yeah.
so many people did this, like, would they even still be here, or would Emerith just kill them, not to even risk it? There being any
I don't know.
evidence.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna head out and go get some sleep for the first time in 2 days.
Yeah, bro.
Word.
I will talk to you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Take it easy.